Be right there. I'm just getting a new thing up. Okay, brain not working. Just start again. There we go, that way. We get there in the end. And I got it the right way round. Hey, everyone's jumping in. Oh, sorry, needed to hydrate. I was just sitting there eating jerky, which of course is 128% salt. So yeah, a little bit dehydrated. And then I was just laying there and I was chatting with Josh about movies and stuff, and it's like, I'm just, fuck it, I'm just going to go live. Because it's the kind of guy I am. But, let's just say all the greetings to everyone. So Mike is in the house, Al is in the house, Josh is in the house, and Chad and Roper in the house. Hawk is in the house. Okay, I'll stop. Oh, and Sea Dog. We've got Miners in the room. Does he have a good pickaxe? Hi ho. And Drifting. And of course Al. And Bam Bam, Mrs. Hicks. Right, I did do a little discovery. I know, I've got to put something up. I came down here at lunchtime and I cut the can, so I've got to put some things up. But, oh, and there you go, Mrs. Hicks. I'm pleased. I'm going to make your day better. Thai fisherman's pants. If you're not aware of what they are, they're like really baggy 3/4 length pants. So basically these. Oh, I'll do it from there. So if no one's seen Thai fisherman pants, they're really big. So you put them on and you sort of fold them over and then you tie them up. And what I've realised is when you get fat, it doesn't matter because they no longer become Thai fisherman pants. They're now just pants. So everyone's doing good. Let me just get a can up so I can start plinking and plonking and. So what put me in like a really hyper good mood, and Josh doesn't know this, but while I was talking to him, I was naked in the bath. How's that, Josh? You can say when you go to work tomorrow that you was chatting to someone and they were naked in the bath. So, as I've said in quite a few lives and that, I'm a big movie fan, especially horrors. Yep, he's on point. 95 and 100 mil is where it's at. So I was just in the bath looking at trailers and things like that, and looking up news. I use a website called releases.com, so you can sign up. Yeah, Josh, honestly, I was completely naked when I was talking to you. There. How do you feel about that? You could say they had wonderful nails as well. Yeah, it's not new. I've had it up before, but yeah, I changed it. So I was just looking at this site, and it came up a trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. Now, I was an enormous fan. I think it was probably like 2-ish years ago. One day it's just like, fuck it, I'm just going to put on all the Final Destinations. Roper, you are more than welcome to a disc. So send me. I think you're on Facebook. So send me your address. If not, I'm about to put my email address in the chat. Yeah, because like everyone that won frames at the weekend, I'm going to be mailing those out either Friday afternoon or Saturday morning. It all depends on like work, how crazy work gets, but they'll be going out at very latest Saturday morning. Well, unless I die or something, which would be really bad luck from. Well, it'd be really bad luck for you lot. A bit of bad luck for me, but I wouldn't really be able to tell and wouldn't really care, so. Although, if you've noticed the tattoos, I do have Buddhas and that, so I'll probably get reincarnated. Hopefully as Salma Hayek's underwear. Well, my luck, I'd be Salma Hayek's underwear when it's that time of month. that would be my luck. Oh, I accidentally hit. Hey, Hillbilly and Rex. Yeah, I've got my package coming from Rick now, so that's another reason to get excited. Not my 100 mil yet, but that's coming down the line. I'm patient, but yeah, I'm getting a batch of frames, so there will be an unboxing soon. Who knows? Oh, it may arrive on February 14th. Maybe I'll do that then, because if anyone hasn't looked, as I try to schedule... Hey, Jose? Hey, Jose. If I'd done that in like a Spanish Mexican accent, I'd get cancelled, or Jose would unsubscribe. Yeah. So anyone who hasn't seen, I have scheduled my Valentine's special. So it's on February the 14th. Surprise, surprise. And it's going to be at 6:30 Mountain Time. Now, anyone who was around, and if you wasn't, you can go back and look, but I done a live for Halloween. So I tried to do like a few like Halloween-y kind of themes. There's definitely going to be a whole Valentine's theme or anti-Valentine's theme. But yeah, if you go to my channel and look at the lives, anyone who's never seen it, you'll be able to go and it will say notify me, and it will hopefully notify you. But yep, there will be the Valentine's Day special. I'll probably say it like that on the night as well. I'm just getting too good at this. you lot are going to be totally screwed at ECST. You know how like sportsmen, like basketball players, baseball players and all that, right, they don't have sex like the night before a big game. It's been 10 years. You lot are fucked at ECST. Beat that for Mojo. Oh, so final destination. So about 2 years ago, I did watch them all, and just like on a marathon. I believe I'd done it in a day. Like I got up in the morning and just went from number 1 all the way through, because they have the best kills in horror movies. They are the best kills. When I was chatting with Josh, it was like, was saying like which ones we thought were best, and for anyone who's seen them, for me, the one that would ruin, and not that I'd go in a tanning bed anyway, but there was the tanning bed one and the laser eye surgery. I'll let Josh say which one was his favourite, but yeah, those are the best. Has anyone else actually seen them? Yeah, I could put up one big target. Oh, Al, I don't know if you saw, like when Leon was on earlier, I was trying to get your attention. The package turned up today. So thank you very much. I don't know if you saw, but I was like, oh, thank you so much for this. But yeah, I don't know if you saw what I was saying, but the package turned up at, I don't know, like 3:30ish, something like that. I may have to start putting something in the middle of those discs. See, I would go with flippers, because it's scientific. Flippers, because they flip. Are you off, Rex? See you later, Rex. And hello, Zach. Oh, Zach, so I found the emoji. It's actually called Call Me. Like, I was looking up hang 10, hang loose, and all stuff. It's like, how the fuck do you do that thing? And so today earlier, I was just like scrolling through every single one. And then I found it, and it's like, oh, you have to do : call me. It was kind of a little bit anticlimactic, which sounds like my sex life. See, I've already started on the Valentine's Day jokes. Although it's even worse for the woman, because she doesn't climax. Oh, I've got to save the good stuff for Valentine's Day. See, right now, it's such a shame it's not Valentine's. My brain, if you could hear the jokes that my brain is coming up with right now. But you're not gonna. Hopefully, touch wood, I remember them. Because there's some crackers going. So if I suddenly start laughing, it's either because I've just thought of a really great joke, or I'm becoming the Joker. Could be either. Oh, and Mrs. Six, I don't know if I showed you the nails, but yeah. The black and the middle one's pink, so I can do that to people and say, look, it's pink. You got to walk the plank. I wonder if that was a real thing, walking the plank. Because I know, like, in Pirates, there was the thing called keel hauling, which I think is pretty frightening, but apparently what pirates would do that was called keel haul was they would tie your ankles together, throw you over the back of the boat and just drag you behind the boat. I can't remember if they tied your hands as well so that you couldn't swim or do anything like that. That's, to me, that's fucking frightening. So I can swim, I would go in the sea and stuff like that, but I was unfortunate in that I was born in 1975. And the significance of that, for anyone into horror movies, there was probably the biggest, greatest horror movie that probably ever was released. Jaws. So I know I was born in the same year it was released, but of course by the time I got to about, I don't know, 7, 8 years oldish, it was old enough to be on terrestrial TV, i.e. not like cable or anything like that. So you could watch it pretty much any time. And oh boy did I watch that movie. Wow, that's actually, Jaws is 50 this year. Like, because I am as well. So Jaws is, I believe it was like July. It might have even been July the 4th they released that. But yeah, so I watched Jaws, and the whole slogan for anyone who's never seen Jaws, and if you've never seen Jaws, I'm not even going to sarcastically make jokes, please go and see Jaws. It is the greatest movie. Wow, it's just amazing. But the slogan was, I think, well, I mean, there was a couple of popular slogans for it, but one of the main ones was, I can't remember the exact wording, but it was something like, "You'll never go back in the water." And fuck me, that was true. Because yeah, I can remember being a kid, going to the seaside. Do you people call it the seaside here? Well, in England it's called the seaside, because it's the side of the sea. That makes sense. And I can remember going into the sea, and the minute it was probably up to my knees, I was like, well, I didn't literally think this because I was only a little kid at the time, but in today's language, I would be, fuck this, I'm out of here. Because my head's going, there's a fucking shark in here. Now, the funny thing is of course, as you can tell by my accent, I'm English, and there is nothing dangerous in England, like animal wise. Like for North Americans, you'd like be in shock if you went camping in England and you'd be like thinking, like as you would in North America, oh, I've got to put like food in a bag and haul it up into a tree. No. Fucking a dormouse that's about that big. That's about as dangerous as it gets. So sharks, no. Jellyfish, no. Used condom, yeah, probably. Looks like a jellyfish, yep, probably. Should go have a bleach shower afterwards, yep, probably. I don't know if it's just me. I think, yes, I am old, Al. I think, you know when you're good at slingshots, when you get disappointed in the missus. Not the wife. Not, oh, I'm disappointed in the missus, the wife. She didn't wash up today. But she did make me a sandwich. But see, as you get better, here's my theory, and hear me out. So when you start off and you're not very good and you're shooting and you're missing and all that, you expect to miss. It's still disappointing, but you're kind of like, yeah, well, I'm learning, like I'm starting out. Well, when you get good and you're hitting the targets, when you miss, it hurts that little bit more. It's just like it's like a balance. Like it's like here, I'm learning and like I'm missing, so I'm all right. And then as you get better, you get better. And this is the pain of the miss, and it kind of does this or whatever. You get what I mean? That pain level, like the when you miss, it's like yeah, I'm gonna get better. But when you get good and you miss, it's like, oh, that hurts. That feels like the first time the doctor checks your testicles and he sort of rolls them between his finger and thumb. Everyone's had that done, yeah? You know that pain where you go on tiptoe? Oh, sorry, I'm in my own little world here. Haven't seen The Outsiders in years. Oh, you're on Chuck Norris. I saw Chuck Norris just go off the screen. Because he's afraid of me. Have you seen Chuck Norris of late on those YouTube ads? Chuck Norris is asking everyone over 80 to take these supplements. Because that's going to help. When you spent 79 years smoking and drinking and eating burgers, and when you're 80, taking some vitamins is going to help. Probably a bit too late by then. Hey, Deez. What is this spinner thing you speak of? I've never heard of a spinning top, you mean? Like that kid's toy, where you got and you plunge it like that and it spins? Oh yeah, I know spinners, yeah. I don't know what that has to do with slingshots though. But flippers are great. You should try shooting flippers, Deez. Oh, a drive. Oh shit, Hicks, is there a drive-in theatre in Oklahoma? Because right, serious now. One of my bucket list things is to go to a drive-in theatre because they never had them in England, or if they did, like they were demolished decades before I was born. But yeah, seriously, it is a bucket list thing to go to a drive-in movie. I want to do the whole thing like in Twister, not like literally where the Twister comes through and kills people, but you know, where they're all sitting in the car and they've got the speaker like hanging on. Or like Porky's, stuff like that, where they've got the little speaker hanging on the window. It's seriously a bucket list thing to like do a drive-in theatre. Paul, just stop saying hey and let a like. Oh, how you doing, Leon? Yeah, I was watching your live earlier, Leon. I was kind of working at the same time. Right, let me catch up. There's a drive-in theatre half an hour from me and right, so there's a drive-in theatre in Ohio. Oh, Someone tell me that there's a drive-in theatre somewhere near where ECST will be. That would make my fucking year. If I could like do there's a movie, like a drive-in movie theatre, when I book my tickets, I'll do it a day earlier, just to go to a drive-in theatre. Oh, Hulk, you had to ask, what's the popcorn trick? Ooh. My cloth, it has fallen. Oh, I don't know if like people picked up on it, but like the part of the bit. One of the things I fixed at the weekend in the catch box is I drilled holes in the top, and I bought one of those curtain rails. I think I showed you the curtain rail, and I just put it through. Oh, shower curtain thing. Just to hold the cloth up a bit more. Yep, that fucking jerky with all the salt. Oh, while I'm here, two drive-in theatres. Oh, Leon, if you can like message me or something like the names of them, I will seriously consider just getting there a day early just to go to a drive-in movie. You wanted to hear me talk about it? Shall I do it in like this sexy husky voice? Well, what you do is you cut a little hole in the bottom of the popcorn bucket and then you slip it slowly down, easing it over, making sure you get all your junk in there at the same time. Hey, see you later, Bam. Sorry if I didn't say, I think I said hello. I did see you pop up, but sorry, I was in my own little thing. But while I'm thinking of it, so a week or two ago, I think I said about cleaning ammo, and anyone who's been on this channel since day one or gone back and looked, you'll remember in the very first video where I was doing my little tour of the basement, or the dungeon, as we'll call it, I had rock tumblers, a hobby I still do. I don't have actually any running at the moment, but I like rock tumbling. So I've had for about a week rusty ammo in a rock tumbler, so we can see if it's actually working. I'm back, don't worry. I know, there's a few of you that's afraid of the dark. Rock tumbling barrel. So I've had these tumbling, I think, probably 7 or 8 days, something like that. I will go to a drive-in with whoever wants to go, because for me, honestly, it's a bucket list thing. Since I've been into movies since I was a kid, and just seeing people like in that drive-in movie kind of thing, I just wanted to do it forever. And so now I'm going to America, and like they actually have them there. Whoa. Jesus, that smells bad. Oh, fuck me. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what. Wow, that smells bad. But what I'm going to do is... Right, let's put that in there. So I've got one here. I don't know what the fuck, like, it smells really bad. But I have some of this. Just agitating it. Wow, look at the... I don't know if it's... Look at the dirt that's come off of that. What do you want? I always have a box of tissues. Right, that's actually really interesting. It looks... Let me find one. Okay, so I'm going to try and hold this light up. Sorry if it blinds you for a second. I'm just trying to get it. Let me see if I can... It's not very... Right, let me see if I can just hold it up. I'm going to point this light up. So this is a rusty one that you usually get. This one has been in the tumbler for 8 days. It is smooth as a baby's newly born bit. And look, that shows up. So this one is a normal rusty. This one has been in a tumbler for 8 days. Going to be interesting. Like, what I'll do, I'll weigh it and stuff later. But oh my god, it stinks in there. Absolutely stinks. So what is it in there? It is right, give me a second. Let me just close this pot up because it seriously smells bad. What do you want? Right, let me quickly look it up because I can't remember the name of it. That's it. Let me jump back to the right screen. So it's... I don't know why that happened. He's not here, is he? So it's silica carbide. It's what you use for rock tumbling. Let's turn that down. It's what you use for rock tumbling for a stage one. Anyone who's never done rock tumbling, you basically get rocks, you put them in a barrel like that with silicon carbide at different grit levels, and each week you sort of change it out until you get down to a very fine polish that's about 14,000 grit. Well, I figured I'd put the rusty ammo. That's why he's fucking come down, isn't it? Because if you didn't know, the dog's name's Rusty, and I keep saying the word Rusty. That's why he's come down. So, rock tumbling with silicon carbide works. Next test, just put them in a rock tumbler. Like I'm not going to add anything to it. Let's just see if the friction cleans them off. So what I'll do with this batch, I'm going to rinse them off later and I'll put them in a bag to the side. Then I'm going to put another set of rusty ammo in the tumbler, another 8 days or so, but no media. Just going to put my balls in there and see if they like unrust. Get all the Klingons. You lot are in trouble at ECST. You see how good I'm shooting? No, you don't, because I've got the wrong thing up. Now, like, this is me at 7 metres. So when it's like, whatever, 30 metre shooting, or whatever the longest thing is, yeah, I don't stand a fucking chance, do I? But I don't care, it's to meet you lot. No, it's for you lot to meet me, that's right. Whiskey is usually good, blah blah blah. Coke does great. I'm going to call my dealer then. Seems like a bit of an expensive way though to clean your balls. Going to clean my balls with Coke. Normally you snort it off of a hooker's. That's going to be the challenge at ECST. How many times can I make Mrs. Hicks go, stop? I don't know the tone in which she says it, because she usually writes it. So next time you're on a live, Caitlin, you've actually got to do a stop, so that I know what it sounds like. Then the challenge begins. So I do have a movie night tonight, because it's Tuesday. Everyone who's like following along with my life, how exciting it is. Tuesday nights is movie night, Thursday nights is Naked and Afraid. But tonight's caper is, this is a real classic, for good comedy for everyone. You're not going? So only Zach is going. Well, Zach, are you? Sorry, Josh. Oh, see you later, Zach. I do honestly, like, I'm not kidding. I was actually missing it every time. Like, you ended a video and you didn't do it. I was like, it doesn't feel like it's ended. Like it's like the credits didn't roll. That's like the ending to me in my brain. That's the ending credits when you do that. So I wasn't kidding. Every time you didn't do it, my brain is going, he didn't do the thing. He didn't do the thing. That actually sounded pretty good. Trying to catch up. Sorry, I am sucking tonight with the chat. But yeah, my brain's just way too active. You know, I know what it was. It's because I had 2 cups of coffee today. It's the caffeine. Because last night I was in bed, naked, thinking of Josh. No, I wasn't. Don't panic, I wasn't. No, but also, like, does anyone else have this where you just wake up in the middle of the night and you're just like wide awake? Like, it's as if you've had a full night's sleep. But I'd only slept for about 90 minutes. So of course, like, I tried to get back to sleep for hours and hours and failed. And I think I got back to sleep something around 5:36ish, something like that. So when I got up and took the kid to school, it was like, yeah, I'm going to need coffee to get through the day. Like, there is no way I'm going to make it. So I got 2 coffees, and usually I only have one, because else it keeps me up. Not like Viagra, it keeps me awake, not up. Too old for that shit. Does anyone know? Like, I don't know if people knew this, but Viagra was invented. The initial thing, like, however you word it, like what they were making Viagra for was for heart conditions. Imagine like if you were one of the test subjects and you're like, oh yeah, I've got this heart condition, but I need to take this, and they give you that little blue pill. You go home and take it, and you're fucking like for 8 hours. You'd be like, how's this curing my heart condition? All my blood's in one bit. Again, I am wasting all the good material. Tell you what, these bands are really lasting. I honestly do. You know, I've said it now. You know it's going to break now. I fucking jinxed it. But I've had these bands in here now for 2 months. Like, and of course, like, I don't shoot the same frame all the time, but in my brain is going. That's why I keep looking every now and again, because it's like, it's got to be any time now. Oh, there it is. I was trying to see where that disc was. What I don't get is, do old guys even know if they're about to finish or die? I'll let you know, Hawk, next time. Hey, Jody. How often do I change bands? It's kind of when they need it. I know that sounds like a bit of a cop-out. So anyone who's like in it's a JL colorist, that's Jody. I worked with her for years. She does a channel for colouring in. Like, not rude adult colouring in, but adults just colouring in for fun. So Jody, it's not a get out thing. Like, you could put a set of bands on a slingshot and it could last months, or you might get 3 shots and it snaps because there was just something wrong in that latex. But these I've been shooting for, I'd say 2.5 months in this, but not consistently because I've got other frames and I chop and change. But usually what will happen is you'll feel it. For you, Jody, you'll draw back, and because I draw back to my ear like this, sometimes you might hear a little tick sort of noise where the band starts to snap, or you'll feel it like a little jerk kind of in the... I feel like a little jerk all the time. But yeah, you'll feel it in the frame, like there'll be something, it just feels off. I'm guessing the closest thing for you to relate it to would be if you're colouring it, like, so let's say you've got a marker, like in England, the felt tip, we call them felt tips in England, but you're colouring something in, and you know, like when the colour is running out, there's like it feels a little drier, but you know, as like someone who's into colouring in, you know that feeling. It's kind of the same thing with a slingshot and a bow, in fact, because I shoot like archery, that you get that feel that there's just something's wrong. I'm sure if you ask any of my exes, they'll say the same thing, that they get it, that they just knew there was something wrong. Yes, Jody, like, we'll get you into slingshots. I'll drive down to you and like, set you up a target and get you shooting. Take out some rabbits. Is it called going? Depends which way it's going, Hicks. see, Hawk, no, because we've answered that, the chicken or the egg. Because in the question, what comes first, the chicken or the egg, it was the egg. Holy shit, right, semi-serious question, Jody. Yes, it would kill a rabbit. This setup wouldn't. The bands are not strong enough. It would probably hurt it a lot, knock it out and piss it off. But if I was to put thicker bands on, it would kill rabbits. People do hunt with slingshots. If you wanted to get rid of rabbits, I'll be more than happy to relieve you of some rabbits. And that's an honest answer. You just let me know, and obviously not at the moment because it's minus 25, but I'll be more than happy to come and relieve you of some rabbits. Honestly, totally happy to do that. It's called showing up. Purple rain. So would it kill rabbits? Right, oh, so Josh, what am I shooting? This is the Pulse. As you see, it's got like the little pine trees on it. So this is the one that Mark reviewed. So for Jody, I'm keeping it in Alberta. That this slingshot is actually made by a guy in Alberta. He's 30 minutes away from me. So I've actually got two of his frames. So this is the Pulse. He calls it that. So if you didn't know, he calls it the Pulse because he's also an EMT. So I don't have the tool at the moment, but next time I'm changing the bands, and I think Mark showed it as well. When you take the clip off, he's got like literally like the heartbeat pulse, sort of thing engraved in there. So A, it helps hold the bands in, but B, that's his little thing. It's because he's an EMT, so he put the Pulse in there. So this one is a 95. If you're interested, like I can, if you look up Black Pine, he's on Facebook, Instagram, but if you look on my Instagram for Slinginerd, I have like friends with him. You'll see him on there, Black Pine. So that's a 95mm. He does them all different sizes. But Jody, for like art and craft things, if you haven't seen it yet, that's my little make it purdy. So I glued it up, covered it in glitter, but this one's a little bit bigger, but they are the same frame. Yeah, I'm quite hyped about that, Joe. I didn't know you had rabbit problems. I will be more than happy to, because to be like in Alberta, you can hunt rabbit on private property with permission, and there's no there's no bag limit. You can just keep going and going. Like you could kill 100 rabbits. There's no bag limit. So I will be more than happy to help you with your rabbit problem. Just ping me in any which way you can, and I will be more than happy. In fact, the guy that made this, he also hunts like rabbits and that. I'm sure if I told him that I know someone with private land that have rabbit problems, he would come and help as well. Right, yep, a buy local, probably a Hearst, VW bus. Those frames, yeah, they are nice, drifting flies. I'm not just saying it just because he's like an Alberta guy, but they are. Like, I love them. When I first got it, it felt like weird because it was wide, because every other frame I had was like 85, 90mm. And then I got the Apex Plus, which is 95, and that was just wonderful. So when I got this as a 95, it just felt a bit weird because of the shape. And like he says it himself, but like the clips, like they're very high. If you see, a lot of other clips are probably what, 2/3 that. But I really like it, that design. So I'm not just saying it, I absolutely love this frame. If someone was to say to me what's my favourite, I couldn't, like, I truly couldn't say a favourite, but if it was like what frame would I take to ECST, it's going to be this for sure. Absolutely, like, not a doubt in my head it'll be this, and probably the Apex. You're headed to bed? Oh yeah, I suppose so, yeah, time difference. You have yourself a good night then? Yeah, Josh, yeah, it is. And as I say, it's because he's an EMT. So that's why he called it the Pulse. So, yeah, if you look back, Mark has, like, he done a review of it. I want to say like mid to late November-ish, somewhere around there. Might have been early November. If you have a look, like, go back to about mid-October and just look through his titles and you'll see Pulse in there. It was on his Sunday morning coffee, I believe, or almost certainly. But yeah, he done a review, and that's when I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to get it, because like this guy's in Alberta. And then when I contacted him, he's like, where are you? When I told him, he's like, oh, you're like 30 minutes away from me. So, and we can chat more, Jodie, like offline and that, but one of the questions, if you want to scribble it down, that I would have, if you did want me to come out there, would be, would you want any of the meat or anything like that? Which would be, well, like, of course, I just wondered, like, do a rabbit stew or something. I haven't had rabbit stew since I was in England. Oh, you've got one, Leon? What colour did you get? Because he does it different. Like, these are wrapped, of course, like, you know, these are paracord wraps. So this is just a metal frame. For anyone who wasn't aware, you get the metal frame and then you just tell him what colour paracord you want wrapped around it. So this one, I just said orange because my favourite colours are orange and purple. But when I got the second one, it's like, oh, this needs glitter. This needs glitter. Oh, Al, you've got, wow. That's really good. I didn't realise so many people had the Pulse. Yeah, so you've got a 90. Yeah, oh. Oh, and Hawk. I'm surprised. Not surprised. Like, I'm just shocked. I didn't realise he had reached so many people with this frame. But yeah, like, I love it. It's tough. It's sturdy. It looks good. With glitter. Oh, you got yours unwrapped. Haha, killed the sheet. So why was that, Leon? Why did you get it unwrapped? Was it, like, did you want it that way? Just like the bare bones? Or was you thinking like that you're going to wrap it yourself with your own paracord of your choice? Because I wonder, because that thought did pass through my head. Like, when I got the second one, I was like, should I get the paracord, or should I just like grab? Because I've got loads of paracords. Like, should I just get one that like I want and wrap it in that? But I went with him wrapping it in the end because it's like, I can't be asked to wrap it myself. Oh, that's a good idea, Drifting. A glow-in-the-dark wrapped frame. See, you got me thinking, because I do have plenty of glow-in-the-dark paracord. See, I could unwrap this and do a glow-in-the-dark, but I actually really like the orange, so I'd have to have a look. I'll see what I've got. You got me thinking now, wrapping in a glow-in-the-dark. That would be pretty cool. So Al, I know you've said it a few times, but are you really Canadian? Because it wouldn't be like unbelievable if you were. So plenty of Canadians have moved into the States. Out of everything, I never ever get tired of that disc noise. And you know I'm telling the truth, because like if I was saying, oh, I'm selling these discs, they're like whatever, and I love them, then you'd be, that guy's full of shit. But yeah, I never ever get tired of it. Which is why I don't shoot flippers. Oh, you wanted to see the machine marks. I get that. Look, for me, I think one of the other reasons I didn't go bare bones on it is because I've got big hands. So I need something with a bit of chunk to it. That's why one of the, like, I know I don't shoot it on lives that often, but one of the frames I love is the Mega Billy and the brass Spitfire that I got, because I shoot them a lot, like when I'm not streaming or whatever. I'm just like come down here at lunchtime and shooting, because it's got a good heft to it. Right, well this is the brass Spitfire, but there's a good weight to it. And yeah, I've still got to reband that. Oh, there you go, Jody, if you're still around. You see, like, that happened a week ago or so. I just went to shoot it and it literally, dink, I heard it go. Yeah, I do love the orange. So, drifting, did you... You're doing well drifting. I put my email address further up in the chat, or to get hold of me somehow, happy to send you a disc. Because by looks of it, this weekend I'm going to be watching a marathon of see how it all started. We're coming full circle. Final Destination. So while I'm sitting there, I've got 150 hard drives to unscrew. So I'm going to have plenty of discs. Yeah, so Jody, for your little thing, like, when we have bands on a slingshot, we have it tapered. So this band, like this one, I'm not saying the whole thing, but it goes up to a taper. And the thinnest point you put on the pouch. So the idea is, it should break at the weakest point, because eventually it's going to break like anything. So you want it to break at the pouch so that the bands fly away from you when it does. I don't know why on that one it broke at the frame, which it shouldn't do, because when you're like that, the bands are going to come back at your face. Which I do have safety glasses. I should have them on, I know. I don't know where that went. I heard that ricochet somewhere. That's fucking weird. Because I heard it hit like these plastic shelves to the left. Or if I stand back here. So those plastic shelves, it hit those. And it's never done that, but right after I say about, you know what? And I started talking about Final Destination as well. How fucking freaky is that? I started talking about Final Destination, saying about how like it can flick back. Yeah. I'm atheist, but I hear ya. If this fucking snaps now when I pull it back. I'm going to keep them on, but I'm only going to shoot a couple more because in half an hour I've got to go and stream Pink Panther. Yeah, so just email me your thing from that giveaway that I done yesterday. For a quick update for you, Jody, I done a giveaway like those frames that I just never shot. So I just done a quick giveaway to people, got rid of 8 frames that there's nothing wrong with. I just literally don't shoot them. They're sitting in pockets. I'd rather someone have them and shoot them. And because I reached 100 subscribers, so it's my little celebration thing. But yeah, drifting. So I'm doing 3 more shots. Said the drunk teenage girl at Mardi Gras. I'm doing 3 more shots. So yeah, drifting. Just email me your address, an address that you'll get it with. It doesn't have to be your home or whatever. As long as there's an address I can send it to. Right, final one. And I can hear stirrings upstairs as well, which means the kids running around doing things. So the kid is in the teens, by the way. No, it's not a little kid. Just in case anyone's like, have we got to call Child Protective Services? Okay, one more, because I can't end on a miss. I was going for the disc. But yeah, there's stirrings upstairs, and it's getting hot. It's always bloody hot down here. I'll count that, I hit the can. But that's it for me for tonight. Thank you for everyone for joining. It was a little bit of a... I know I usually schedule these things. But yeah, it was a bit of an impromptu. Okay, I'll go live. I'll have a look. Like when I'm going through, like literally like those big, like Rubbermaid, like the giant ones. I've got 2 of those full with hard drives. If I get a small disc, you'll get one. But yeah, everyone have a good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. And don't forget to mark your calendars for the Valentine's Day or anti-Valentine's Day special on the 14th, 6:30. But have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.